Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. How are you?
I welcome you here.
On my training channel, my name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, taking things personally. People are usually talking about that. We know a little. Most of the people they know don't know exactly what it means.
And in the previous discussion, in the previous video,
We have talked about it extensively about what it means, what is meant by taking something else personally, and briefly what are its negative impact upon oneself, one's life. While today in our today's discussion, we are going to have slightly detailed talk about how can it affect negatively, what are the negative impacts of this taking the things personally upon our lives, and there are eight major negative effects of taking the things personally. And what are these? Let's look upon each one of these negative impacts. First of all, it is the emotional turmoil. How? Because that is that is as far this thing is concerned, emotional turmoil, constantly feeling hurt, constantly feeling offended, or constantly feeling defensive as well. Once we are feeling hurt quite often, once we are feeling offended quite often, once we become defensive quite often, so it does mean that we remain in the emotional turmoil. So that is the first negative major impact. The second is strained relationships. What does it mean? That is misinterpreting others' intentions, leading to conflicts and misunderstanding. So that is strained relationships is the second major impact of major negative impact of taking the things personally. The third is that is missed opportunities, becoming overly defensive and causing you to miss to miss valuable feedback and growth chances. We do miss valuable feedback, as well as the growth opportunities, the chances of growth. That is missed opportunities once we become overly defensive, and overly defensive, causing you to miss valuable feedback and growth chances. The fourth major negative impact of taking the things personally is that self-doubt and low self-esteem. Internalizing criticism, leading to negative self-perception, and that is how we develop self-doubt is created, and we start suffering from low self-esteem. Now the fifth is stress and anxiety. That is constantly worry about what others think or say about you, so that causes stress and anxiety. Now the sixth major negative impact is that is difficulty receiving feedback. How? Becoming overly sensitive to constructive criticism. That is why people don't like to give us the valuable feedback, and because even if at all somebody does, we are not receptive for that. The seventh major negative impact of taking the things personally is lack of objectivity. How? Struggling to separate facts from personal opinion, struggling to separate facts from personal opinions. That is how it is the lack of objectivity. Now the eighth and the last negative impact of taking the things personally is burnout and exhaustion. Burnout and exhaustion, emotional overload from constantly taking things to the heart, emotional overload from constantly taking things to heart. That is how burnout and exhaustion does take place. So these are the eight major negative impacts of taking the things personally upon our lives. Now, there are certain positive effects as well. So, let's look upon as these are seven in number. First of all, it is empathy and compassion, understanding and relating to others' feelings. So, that is how we develop empathy and compassion. Number two, passion and motivation, that is taking personal ownership and investment in your work or in your relationships. That is the second major benefit of passion and motivation. This is the benefit of taking the things personally. The third major benefit is accountability, recognizing your role and recognizing your responsibility in the situation. That is how we develop accountability. Number four, it is the personal growth, using feedback and criticism as opportunities for self improvement. Personal growth is the fourth major benefit of taking the things personally, using feedback and criticism as opportunities for self improvement. Number five, it is the deep connections, forcing strong, meaningful relationships through mutual understanding. That is the fifth major benefit of taking the things personally. Deep connection, that is forming strong, meaningful relationships through mutual understanding. Now, the sixth major benefit of taking the things personally is authenticity. How? Being true to yourself and being true to your emotions. So that is the sixth major benefit. The seventh major benefit of taking the things personally is creativity and inspiration. That is drawing from personal experiences. That is, creativity and inspiration, drawing from personal experiences and emotions to fuel innovation. So that is the seventh major benefit of taking the things personally. It is creativity and inspiration. Now remember, the key is the balance. Taking things personally can be beneficial in moderation. Slightly take the things personally, but not deeply. And but excessive emotional investment can lead to negative consequences, can lead to unbearable consequences. Now, what to do? It is the practice self awareness to strike a healthy balance. Practice self awareness to strike a healthy balance. So, eight major there are eight major negative impact of taking the things personally upon our lives, while there are seven benefits of that is the eight major negative impact of taking the things personally upon our life. Seven benefits. I don't call it a major one, but these are the benefits of taking the things personally. Once I compared the two of these, I came to the conclusion that it is overwhelmingly negative not to take the things personally too much, but slightly feeling stimulated. That is really good. That's all from me at the moment. Thank you.